kids, it's Callie here, and I want to introduce you to two of my good friends, Jessica Wellman and her miniature service horse, Honey. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Callie.
Honey and I are miniature service horses. We are highly trained animals who help our handlers or owners who have disabilities. Jessica, I know Honey is an amazing animal. Tell us more about her.
Sure thing. Honey is actually a 13-year-old American miniature horse, just like you, and she has been doing service work now for about 8 or 9 years.
What are some of the things she helps you with?
She helps me with a lot of things. She'll actually help pick up dropped objects. She will open doors and cupboards. She will help me get up if I fall over, and she'll also help me sit down if I need to.
Kids, right now we're going to show you more about Jessica and Honey.
Jessica Wellman and Honey, her miniature service horse, are a team.
Honey really helps me a lot with mobility. My autoimmune disease actually has times where I'm in remission and flaring. So it depends on where I am at personally. If I'm flaring, then she helps with a lot of counterbalancing, which helps me as I'm walking. It keeps me from teetering one way or falling over. And I don't have to lean on her continually, but I can just catch myself on her. Then she'll also help with momentum pulls. So if I do fall, she will actually help me stand back up. And it gives me a way to be able to get up without having to have somebody else be there. But then she'll also do things like pick up dropped objects, item retrieval, open doors and cabinets and close them again.
Honey does an amazing job and even will alert Jessica if she's about to get dizzy. Horses are great at detecting sugar levels in both grass and humans. If someone's glucose or blood sugar level gets too low, they can get dizzy and fall.
Usually she's on my right side like she is here, and she'll stand typically with like her front legs lined up with my legs. And she'll wrap her head around a very specific way and just kind of nudge at my side. And that's when I know, I gotta look out.
Jessica trained Honey to be her service animal. She is a trainer at Pro Scion Training in Florida, which trains dogs and mini horses for service work.
She actually started her career as a therapy animal, not as a service animal. And then I got sick personally with an autoimmune disease, and I was like, you know what, she's going to help with that a lot. So she evolved from therapy work to now service work.
Here's an example of how Honey helps Jessica.
We're here. You ready? Hup. Come on, let's go. And as she gets up, I have her momentum to help me stand back up.
Honey is perfectly behaved when she's working, both at home and out in public. But when she's off duty, she gets to do horse things, like get dirty and run around. Of course, like other horses, Honey eats a lot of hay and grass. But since she's inside quite a bit, she does take advantage of the situation.
She's funny in that she will pretty much eat whatever you might hand her. What did I give her the other day? Oh, no. I gave her something the other day, and it was like a Cheetos white cheddar puff. It was the first thing I've ever seen her spit out. And I was like, okay, she has eaten a cheeseburger, and that is not species appropriate diet, and I didn't give it to her. She just took it and ran. So she has a really bad counter surfing problem, which she had before I service trained her. She just loves going around and putting her head on the counter and trying to get whatever she can. It's a problem. It might not be a problem for her, but it's a problem. It's a problem for me and my bread.
You can imagine when they go out, people are surprised to see a miniature horse in a restaurant, store, or other places. The important thing for people to know is that Honey is working when she's with Jessica, so it's not okay for people to try to pet her or distract her.
She is working even though it doesn't look like she's working. She is always helping me in one way or another.
Jessica trained Honey to do tricks, so people don't feel like Jessica and Honey are being rude.
Through training the tricks, it gives her a way to earn more rewards, which in this case are some alfalfa pellets. But it gives the community and just the other people in general a way to feel like they connected with her without having to physically touch her. So she does a lot of her fun stuff. Can you back up? Like she can back up. Good girl. And then she can come and she'll touch. And then we taught her fun things like smile, because when we're out in public, we don't want a lot of people distracting her. And it can make some people really sad and uncomfortable that they can't interact with her. So instead of having them touch her, she can do some cute little tricks like smile, and then she can do things like wave. You just want to smile to there it is. She can wave at them. So people still feel like they're able to interact with them even though she's not being touched.
You just saw the great job that Honey does and how she can even smile and wave, which is really cute. But the important thing that everyone needs to remember is that when miniature service horses or service dogs are out in public, they are working.
That's right, Callie. It is really important to remember, and it's one of the reasons I taught Honey how to smile and wave, is so that she can still interact with people even while she's out and working. But if you do see an animal that is out, don't just go over and pet them. Always go over and ask the handler. Sometimes they'll let you pet them, but a lot of times they are working and they have to pay attention, just like you guys do at school.
Thanks, Jessica. That's really important for us all to know. Kids, next time we'll learn more about Jessica and Honey.